Hello, my name is Justin Shorty. I'm a health educator with the Navajo Special Diabetes Program. Today we are going to make a turkey and squash taco. And for the ingredients for today, we are using 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and half a teaspoon of cumin. So that's going to make our base seasoning for this taco that we're making today. And we're going to use canned black beans. Usually with canned food items, it's best to rinse it as much as possible. So I'm going to be using some clean water. I'm just going to add a bit to the black beans. And the reason why I'm rinsing it is because I'm trying to get rid of as much of the preservatives as possible. So we're just going to give it a quick shake, strain it out. And you can rinse this several times until it runs clean. And then the next ingredients that we'll be using is we're going to be using about a cup of shredded turkey, half a cup of roasted acorn squash. You can use any other winter squash like butternut squash, Hubbard squash. All of those are great options. And then we're going to use some cubed avocados, some shredded spinach, and then if you've made this before, cranberry chipotle sauce. And then we're going to use 2 varieties of corn tortillas, yellow corn tortillas and white corn tortillas. And so first, we're going to get our pan going, getting it nice and hot. You can add a little bit of water. You can also saute it with some oil. But for me, when I'm making a lot of these foods, I like to slow down on how much oil I'm adding in. And all I'm doing is I'm just heating up the black beans. And so I'm going to add in the black beans there. And I'm going to add in my seasonings. 1 teaspoon paprika, my garlic powder, onion powder, and cumin. Now we're just going to quickly stir it just to get all of the seasonings evenly mixed with the black beans. It's best to pre-mix the seasoning ahead of time so that it's not so divided. And if that happens, you can just add more water because the water is just going to be cooked away. And this will just help to make the mixture coat evenly each of the black beans. And we're not going to heat it up too long because all we're doing is we're just heating up the black beans. I'm going to explain how I did the winter squash. I'm using a golden acorn squash for today's demonstration. You can also use a green acorn squash. Usually they go on sale around this time in grocery stores. And so what I did is I just cooked it in the oven, roasted, at 400 degrees for 30 minutes until it's softened. You can also boil it, or if you want something quick and fast, you can put it in the microwave and cook it until it's soft. And so, once the beans are thoroughly heated up and coated evenly with our seasoning, you're going to take it off the temperature and put it to the side. Alright, so now that our bean is thoroughly cooked and reheated, we have our shredded turkey ready to go. I'm just warming up a pan with a little bit of water. I'm not using any oil, and I'm just going to bring the white corn tortilla up to temperature. And you just want it nice and warm so that it doesn't fall apart. Okay, I got one, and let me heat up another one. And if the pan gets too dry, you can add a little bit of water to it so that the tortilla doesn't stick when you go to cook it. Okay, up to temp. So we're gonna make some street tacos using our corn tortillas. You're just gonna get a bit of your black beans. I would say about 2 teaspoons. You're just gonna plate it into the taco. So right here I am making 2 servings. And I'm gonna add in my chicken, or my turkey. My turkey. I'm gonna add in the bigger bird turkey. And a few cuts of corn squash. You can use any other winter squash, it's up to you. And then some avocados for some healthy forms of fat. And then we're going to top it off with some shredded spinach leaves. You can also use cilantro leaves if you like a little bit of a different taste with your taco. And then with our cranberry chipotle, we're going to get a teaspoon and put it onto the taco as a garnish. Alright, and there you go. You have one complete serving of a healthy turkey and squash taco.